I feel like I just got teabagged. It's like the BTS teabag VR experience. Hello there, +1 individual count to my YouTube view numbers. My name is Comedian. I know exactly how stupid that is. But anyway, enough about my woes, because today I'm doing a special Patreon Thursdays episode on a Friday or a Monday or whenever the heck I end up editing and uploading this. And yeah, I said heck. It's gonna get spicy in here. I'm gonna say heck. I'm gonna say damn. I'm gonna say sugar. Maybe. I don't want to get too crazy. So yes, for this week's Patreon Thursdays, I did Sugar's Shadow, which was incredible, but the number 2 most voted video on there was Blood, Sweat and Tears, and I've had a lot of different requests over the years to do that one, so I thought I might as well just do an extra bonus episode and just do it right now. Just get it out of the way. And by out of the way, I mean it's going to be mentally taxing, I expect, so, you know, why not now? The couch is free, I can have a nice lie down afterwards. Now, for those of you who don't know, Patreon for Thursdays is when my Patreons choose my content. If that sounds interesting to you, the link to my Patreon's in the description. You also get Run BTS and Bon Voyage reactions for being there. But enough about how empty my bank account is, because now it's time to do the very thing I came here to do. Let's do this. We got bubbles. It's gonna be something special. We got the bubbles. Okay. Of course, this is cinematic AF. Somebody just bitch slapped Jimin. Why? What was that for? Is the Blood, Sweat and Tears just him singing about how sad he is that he got hit in the face? And wait, who was that? Was that J-Hope? Trying to tell him from the back of the head. Maybe J-Hope. I don't know. Maybe Jungkook. Somebody just slapped him in the back of the head, and maybe he's. Oh no, it wasn't Jungkook. He would never do that. Okay, I was wondering, there's so much happening here, my brain is struggling, so he's really just stolen Gerard's way. Gerard's Way? Gerard's Way is like Gerard Way's autobiography. If Gerard Way ever makes an autobiography, that's what it should be called, and I'm copyrighting that right now. You can give me a 20% cut, Gerard. But yeah, he's really stealing Gerard Way's look from, you know, the whole Black Parade album there. My Chemical Romance. They don't know, but there's a lot going on here. I guessed from the length of this that it was going to be like a cinematic intro. I think I'm right. So it's them in a what's the opposite of a modern art gallery? An old art gallery. Old art, ancient art gallery. They seem to be completely taken in by the painting. I mean, it happens. If you pay good money to go to a gallery, you want to find at least one painting that makes you go, huh, yeah. Okay, the song side, I thought we were going to have like freelance cinematography. So what does that say? The temps? The times? The tingles? I hope we get to see it soon. Alright, back to the song. Subtitles are on. I'm ready for this. Let's do it. This is like what you might call $1 billion music video budget. Like, the cinematography is insane. The dancing is obviously, you know, top notch as ever. The cinematography especially is incredible here. I mean, like, how do you ever get to film in a place like this? Like, how fancy and famous do you have to be? We get to film in like some fancy art gallery and then basically the Queen's house, from what I can tell. That is insane. And also get to be like, oh, excuse me, Queen, do you mind if I drill 2 holes into your fancy ceiling so I can have a little love swing coming down? Love swing? I guess sex swing is probably the more correct term, but less YouTube friendly. Oh, okay, it's got kind of like a little EDM vibe to it. Man, it's a good thing Elvis Presley isn't around anymore. No offense if you're watching this, Elvis Presley's relatives, but the level of crotch shakery, of hip thrustery that has gone on in their videos, like this one especially, it just puts Elvis Presley to shame. Like, you know, times have moved on. You know, if that was outrageous back then, imagine the Victorians' heads popping off into the universe as they witnessed the level of penis probery these guys achieve in their dance moves. I mean, look at this. That is a cool shot. I feel like I just got teabagged. It's like the BTS teabag VR experience. Interesting. Peaches and cream. All right. Hopefully he's about to get serious about his favorite ice cream flavor. But so what so far I'm getting from this, I was wondering if he was talking to fans or like a love interest. You know, the idea of giving your soul, your all to everything. Because the BTS, that could often be the fans. I'm curious. Yeah, clutch that Gerard Way knockoff.
Chocolate cheeks and chocolate wings, but no, you're not getting 악마의
Chocolate cheeks and chocolate wings. Are we talking about a human here? Is he talking about someone's literal, you know, well-tanned bottom cheeks? I guess we'll see. Ooh, what did the emo look at love? No, the Gerard Way shirt is appropriate. Okay, this quite firmly seems to be a love song. Quite a sort of like deep, brooding love song. Like, oh yeah, our love is poison. I'm gonna drink the poison and vomit all over you. Like that kind of hardcore vibe. Love is pain, but it's okay because I have love heroin ready to go. I'm a bit biased towards V's face. But yeah, I prefer his other hairstyles he's had. Just personal preference, if you guys care. This is exactly the sort of song that I would imagine my rabbits making. Like, I just have a certain idea of the way they talk and sing in my head, and this very much is what I would call bunny music, you know? I could see them, like, dancing around in a circle, like... Like, I guarantee, if I was playing this loud right now, they'd be hopping around. I want to make a rabbit reaction video one day, but I'm worried it would be not cruel, but just impossible, because they just sort of either sit there and look confused, or they just leave. Which I guess technically counts as a reaction. I can't handle 7 very sexy Korean men penis pumping at me. I hope there's not too much more. Oh, I nearly missed that. The imagery is it's getting suspect. It's okay to be hurt, so tie me up. I mean, ding dong, and then the splatter, that word splatter. I gotta censor myself maybe. Grab me tight and shake me up, splatter. Come to my senses, splatter. Come, splatter. It's going too far. I take it back. It's not very secret. Now you filmed it on a music video for 700 million people, you fool. It's just... Imagine if you were still, like, you have to assume this kind of song is written about an ex-relationship, a past relationship. Because imagine being in a relationship with somebody and getting this from them. They're like, look at the song I made about you. And it's like, the grail was poisoned, but I drank it anyway. You'd be like, all right, what are you trying to say here? Jesus, I've only been dating for a week. Oh, that jacket Jimin has on is tasty. Where can I get that at a price that I can afford? The answer, nowhere, but ooh, it's a nice jacket. It's such a... Where are they filming this that has glass at the... What? Oh, that's cool. Is that the Korean for mo, or are they just saying it in a certain way? It sounds like they're saying want money, money, which, you know, works. The visuals in this video are very cool. I'm a big fan of like this kind of color correction. It's just like very kind of like, I don't know, like very pop art kind of vibe. Was that V doing an impression of Joffrey? Okay, how many people have deceased themselves off themselves because of V's little lip bite and tongue bite there? Like, does he know how dangerous that is? Like, that's probably shouldn't be legal. But like, he knows exactly what he's doing. That lip bite and kiss combo right there was probably worth like $2 million of Big Entertainment. You gotta respect it. They're smoking. What the heck? I thought for a second it was just like the most casual, like, oh, suddenly RM smoking a blunt. It's just like, yeah, screw it, we're BTS, whatever, big fat blunts.
He too was a tempter. He too was a link to the second.
Okay, are we gonna get 2 minutes of like a movie outro? Fascinating. I was not prepared for this. All right, let's rewind a bit because I had no idea what was going on.
He too was a tempter. He too was a link to the second. The evil world with which I no longer wanted to have anything to do.
Okay, so what I'm getting from this is zoom. It suddenly gets louder. Why was it quiet before? What's happening? I love the wardrobe's out for this thing. I love that he's just wearing basically a nightgown, a dressing gown. I know that technically this video is very, very much thematically linked to the song, but from an outsider's perspective, if you watch it without knowing much of the context, especially from video background, it really does just seem like they were like, let's get a collection of the most pretty and sort of like breathtaking video shots we can and just mash them together. Well, that should be fine. Because technically that is fine. A lot of music videos are just that. I know there is a theme there, but like, it's just a lot of really stunning imagery. Oh my god, now that's the Black Swan callback, right? I feel like. Oh my goodness. Well, if that isn't very outrageous for a Korean band to be doing. Okay, wow. I love this little link here, going straight from like the guy spreading his wing, going from him kissing the guy on his wings to wait, who was kissing him and who's doing the kissing and who's doing the wing cuttery? Who is that? Is that Jimin or Jin? I'm not sure. I think it's Jimin or Jin. I'm not sure. And then it looks to be the same person. Wait, that's V. Now I'm just getting myself confused. But I love the cut we have here from this imagery to that with the space where the wings was just cut out. Like, it's still over my head, but it is really cool. It's like, yeah, we just did that. We just freaking did that. Man, the pelvis proliferation is just off the charts. Okay, that was really a lot. I mean, I feel like I'm pretty sure a lot of this has a link to like Jungian psychology, which I don't really know anything about. I'm guessing, is it Carl Jung or something? I'm just gonna look this up right now. I'd like some context. I'm very happy being generally ignorant about almost everything, but I like to have a little bit of context. Okay, so he was Swiss. Okay, Swiss. So, you know, kind of German. I guess spoke German, maybe, which would explain why they had that German bit in there. It was like a tombstone that was German. So a lot of this, it's like, if you don't know about his works, then, you know, kind of sod off, really. But it's kind of fascinating, really. I often end up saying stuff like this, but it is interesting. Like, I don't know how many other bands that are this huge are very happy being like, we're going to release a whole album that's based around, you know, the works of Sigmund Freud. If you haven't read them, you might want to, because it's going to be like quite a big entry bar to understand it. Like, they just aren't afraid to like make whatever the hell they feel like and have it be as deep as they want, which you have to respect. Like, that music video was like really off the charts. I'm still going to say, I think I still personally preferred Sugar Shadow music video, and it's not just because I have the bias of being like, I could vaguely understand that one. Like, I just think thematically, I mean, that for me is like one of the most perfect music videos I've seen, really. I think that was excellent. This was still really cool. Don't get me wrong. Still very, very cool, and I'm glad I watched that. I guess now I should probably watch an explanation video or go and read all of Carl Jung's works, something like that. But I hope you guys enjoyed that reaction. Make sure you are subscribed so you can see all of my reactions as they come out. The notification bell will help you with that too. Click it, tap it, love it. I think that will help me in YouTube, maybe, apparently. Like the video, if you like the video, of course. And do check out my Patreon. I've got very cheap run BTS and Bon Voyage reactions there for all to see. If you want, of course, no pressure. Keep your suggestions and comments coming, guys. I love interacting with you. Hope you're having a lovely day. The sun is out literally here, but I hope the sun is out metaphorically wherever you are in the world. See you next time. Bye-bye until then. And remember, if you like my reaction to Blood, Sweat and Tears, then click the subscribe button. It's perfectly safe, my dears.